In Ghana, although several conversations have been held by stakeholders on strategies that could be adapted to ensure that persons living with disabilities get to enjoy their political, social, economical, cultural, and developmental rights, there have not been huge successes as stakeholders have failed to implement the strategies. For years, this has posed a great challenge for persons living with disabilities in the country. The Ashanti Regional President of the Ghana Federation of Disability Organization has noted that several barriers prevent qualified persons with disabilities from gaining employment in the formal sector.
Sometimes, due to the inaccessibility of the workplace, people find it difficult to employ them because even at my workplace here, if I'm using a wheelchair, it will be very difficult for me to go and run their classrooms because the compound or the community or the compound is not accessible to me. Likewise, at other institutions, you can see that a workplace is at the third or the fourth floor, or maybe on the story building, and if a person has to be employed, it will be difficult for a person to use the wheelchair to that end. And even Ghana, where you normally access our information, when you talk about the district assemblies, it is about only 5 or 10 districts in Ashanti region which are accessible to persons with disabilities. So even if you are being employed on such an institution, you will find it difficult to go there with the wheelchair or the crutches. Only that you just have to manage yourself through to find your own out. So it is very difficult for us, even to the hospitals. It is not accessible to persons with disability. If anyone is being employed at such area, you sometimes find it difficult to work there.
For someone like Peter Abiola, he says he has accepted his plight and has chosen to work in the informal sector by making sandals and distributing them to customers in various parts of Ghana. He adds that the settings in Ghana make it challenging for him and his colleagues. Abiola is also a powerlifting athlete who has represented Ghana during several international games. He narrates his experiences as Ghanaian sportsman with disability.
Many of the Americans say I was a sports disability sports on G2 because your games now medals are you more than they're able for energy. But your bar me able for no you find say football 2015 your Kongo all Africa games me senior edgy bronze bakuji silver and almost buy and a blaster to call blaster call okoji medal buy no yema players in Iraka what you say but the same money no G2 medal no ono ba kumpo no waji medal no ya manage which means abano omumwaye na dia na ye no nene njin.
He is thus appealing to the government to acknowledge their works and provide them the needed support. Benjamin Ammar is also the Ashanti Regional Chairman for the Association of Paratrack and Powerlifting. He tells Citi News the challenges the athletes face here despite the sacrifices they make for their country.
Normally talking about the sports, the government is focusing more on the able people. That's the what do you call it, blasters, and the other sporting activities that they do. But when you are talking about disability sports, we are finding things difficult because they don't pay them, they don't get any salary. So after they have come here and they have gone through their activities in the morning, even to get something to eat is something difficult for them. Most of them are doing something to help themselves, and some of them are selling at the roadside, some of them are seamsters, shoemakers. When they qualify for the Olympics, the government will pay them for per diem. When they go, they get their per diem, and after the per diem, nothing. They don't get anything. sometimes they come back empty-handed.
Various stakeholders have called on government to make conscious efforts in seeing to the welfare of persons with disabilities in order to reduce the number of persons who stand by the roadside to beg for their survival. Reporting from Baba Yara Sports Stadium Annex, aka Holywood, I am Fatih Amin Ibrahim for Citi News.